Generation of extremists and haters. A Muslim youth who passed a cow by the hand while crossing the street was stabbed to death with knives and sticks, urinating on the road in Uttar Pradesh, tearing off his beard, and sparing his life on the condition that he drinks cow urine in front of them. Since the Modi government came to power in 2014, hundreds of extremist groups have sprung up in the name of protecting cows. All the newspapers and TV channels in India have witnessed that more than 24 Muslims have been killed so far simply because they were carrying milk from one place to another, but a gathering of extremists alleged that the tankers contained beef and not milk. It has become a common practice in India to kill a person on suspicion of beef. The BBC's shocking report that when a Dalit was rushed to hospital in a critical condition after a similar accident, Hindu doctor Jamkanbar refused to treat him and said that he should be bathed well first. This is the bright India where, apart from the upper caste extremist Hindus, others do not have the freedom to live as they wish. In just a few weeks, extremist Hindus across India have become so enraged over the hijab of a Muslim student that they have polluted educational institutions across India with slogans calling for the removal of the hijab. Apart from a few lakh Hindus, the extremist gang of India is persecuting women in hijabs and burqas on the way. In November last year, Shiv Sena and RSS goons attacked Muslim stalls selling biryani in Delhi and turned over all the pots, saying they suspected that beef had been used in the biryani. The way Hindu extremists across India celebrated the insolence of Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson Nupur Sharma and cursed Nupur as a goddess, solidarity was expressed on social media on one hand, and the rise of extremism on the other. Thoughts abound, the campaign began to add fuel to the fire burning every Muslim's body. It would have been better if the BJP government and its party leadership had taken serious note of Nupur Sharma's move, but on the contrary, they started backing him. It is as if she has not done anything wrong by hurting the feelings of 1.5 billion Muslims but has expressed the heartfelt sentiments of the BJP leadership. So far no one has talked about the dozens of Muslims, Dalits, Sikhs, and Christians who have fallen victim to the fire of extremism, but the entire doc media has become one language on the issue of Kanhaiya Lal being killed for supporting the stance of Nupur Sharma. Ever since the fascist government came to power in the form of BJP and Modi, the brainwashed generation of extremists and haters of Muslims has emerged like carnivores across India. They also attack those who have their hands or handkerchiefs over their mouths and noses to remove the cow's milk to avoid its dung and urine splatter and odor, and to beat it with kicks, punches, and iron rods and bricks. It crushes the heads of the oppressed. On the other hand, when it is said that you should remain silent on the blasphemy of your religious rights, the honor of holy persons, you do not even have the right to protest. If you protest, your houses will be demolished. Shiv Sena and the BJP consider killing a human being, especially a Muslim, to be an auspicious act out of respect for the cow. Aren't Muslims in India allowed to weep and protest against the blasphemy against the Holy Prophet, pbuh? In the Hindu streets and intersections, insulting the sentiments of Muslims, insulting their religious rights, inappropriate phrases should be used and oppressed Muslims should not even protest to meet the test of their faith. How can it be that Muslims are being swayed by writings and speeches insulting holy figures and more than 250 million forced Muslims living in India remain silent? In the second week of April, the extremist leaders of Shiv Sena in Patiala decided to hold a rally on April 29 to intimidate the Sikhs, when the Sikhs of India symbolically celebrate Khalistan Day. Shiv Sena also issued instructions to its military wings from areas near Patiala to participate in the rally. Shiv Sena thugs brandished swords and chanted anti-Sikh slogans in the bazaars in such a way that even the police became afraid of approaching them. If the talk had lasted till the rally, the situation might not have gotten worse, but as soon as these thugs passed near a Sikh shop or their mahallas, their slogans would be as loud as a cannonball. Turning the Khalistan Murdabad rally was circling the city's main streets and bazaars, some distance from the Kali Mata temple in Patiala when some Sikhs came from the front, and then a clash broke out between Shiv Sena's army and the Sikhs. Swords came out from both sides. Such incidents are happening every day in some Indian cities. A few months ago, when extremist Hindus openly incited Hindus to kill Muslims in the presence of senior BJP leaders in Haridwar, Uttarakhand, and took an oath from them, the whole world was shocked to see this scene. But the extremists had no remorse for what they had done, saying there was no need for anyone to be afraid of going to jail. Extremist Hindu leaders are urging all security forces, including the army and police, to unite like the Myanmar police and army to kill Muslims. The writer is contributing columnist, based in Islamabad.